at Cliff Tops. This is where we had our wedding last year on the 14th of January, and yeah, we've been back to do some pregnancy photos today because you're due to have our baby in about 5 or 6 weeks, and we met probably seven years ago, and we met in a saloon bar actually. Of all places, it was nothing necessarily romantic, like, you know, she dropped her books in the hallway and I went to help her and we, you know, bumped heads or nothing like that. It was just, yeah, we met in a pub. And we had our engagement party in Envelope, not far from here, and yeah, we had our wedding here as well, and it went down very well. When it came to yeah, the honeymoon, we went to Cairns and that was good. It was really good actually.
Yeah, it's good.
And well, when it comes to picking a photographer, how did you end up finding Eric?
I found Eric on the internet. I think it was through ido.com. And I was looking for somebody that had an unusual or unique style to the photos, and when I saw his, they were just amazing. They were obviously wedding photos, but they had a really artistic quality to them that I really appreciated, and I was really happy to find when I looked it up that he was relatively close to us, and after contacting him it was pretty much straight away I knew that that's who I wanted to do our wedding photos. So we're very lucky to meet Eric because he's just done an amazing job for us. Our engagement session in the city helped us to relax and become used to the way that he works. It was, yeah, really easy to get into the mode of having your photo taken, which I think can be daunting sometimes. But he puts you at ease really well, and the photos just came back beautifully. Absolutely wonderful.
When we first met Eric, I've met a few people in different industries when it comes to, you know, art, photography and music and that, and I can usually tell, you know, whether someone's going to be good at what they're doing or not when you first meet them. And, you know, when it comes to musicians, you can sort of tell by their persona whether, you know, they've got passion or not about how they do things, and I noticed that with Eric definitely straight away, and so that's what sold me. You know, it's a good thing, you know, like when it comes to photos and, you know, things done well, things done properly, people put their personal touch into it. It's good. It's not just it's a job. You know, it's something that they enjoy doing, and that's, you know, you can definitely see it in the photos. I mean, they say photos are worth 1,000 words, but it's like, is it worth 10,000? I don't know. You'd have to see them to understand what I'm saying. But, you know, it's good to have really nice photos. Like, we speak to a lot of our friends. You know, as you do when you're planning a wedding, you speak to a heap of different people, and they're all saying, oh, you know, we're doing this and we're doing that, and you're always sort of comparing stuff, and not competitively, but you compare stuff, and someone's like, oh, you know, we got this photographer and he's doing this and like that, and we're like, oh yeah, you know, we show them our book, and everyone sort of looks at it and it's just, well, you know, and yeah, it's always good dragging that out because you don't really have to say much. You just show them the photos, show them the book how it's done, and it always gets a good reaction. It's not bad. Yeah, so it's it's an important thing to have photos because it's one thing to have memories, but it's good to be able to look back and, you know, look at them and remember those particular points in time. So it's good stuff.
Yeah. The wedding album in particular is really good because you can take it anywhere to show the family and friends and things like that, and it doesn't necessarily require the gloves and the, you know, the worry about handling your photos because they're all absolutely perfect and nothing can happen to them with this wedding album, and that makes a difference as well because you're not nervous showing people your photos in case something happens because it's there and it can't actually have anything happen to it, which is also very good. It will last a long time.
Yeah. Well, on the day of the wedding itself, yeah, I was a bit hungover. I remember seeing you rock up, but no, it was good because, you know, when we were getting ready and, you know, Eric was there taking the photos and that, it wasn't like we sort of had to stop and go and have photos taken. We was doing our thing, you know, getting prepared with all the fellas, and it was good because the shots sort of come out like they were I don't know, not action shots like we're all jumping around the room, but sort of, I don't know, capturing what was really going on. We weren't sort of just lining up and standing there all cheesy and that sort of thing. The photos were good like that. You're capturing different things happening, like, you know, when we're putting the cufflinks on and you know, all little important things that were quite good. You know, I did enjoy that.
Yeah.
I don't know, how did you go with all you? Bunch
Yeah.
of distractions.
We had an amazing time getting ready, and I was saying that I didn't actually notice that Arek was there for some of the time, because he managed to take all these wonderful shots of us, and it was only when I saw the photos that I realised he must have been in the room. So he was capturing this whole story as our wedding day happened, without us feeling that there was any intrusion or anything like that. It was almost like someone, I don't know how to put it, but he was there obviously, but at no point did we feel that we had to pose or anything like that, and that made a difference. And the photos, you can see it in the pictures, that the laughter is genuine, the smiles are genuine, that we were just enjoying our day. And it was really good to have a photographer that has that ability to take those photos without making you feel self-conscious or like you're posing or anything like that. So that it really was definitely a positive aspect of our ex-work. Alright.
No, Cliff Tops was good. I like the idea of having our wedding here. We didn't want to you know, have to sort of run around too much. It was good having the whole thing here. We had all of our friends, all of our bridal and groom's party, would you call it?
Yep.
All of our bridal and groom's parties stay the night before, so I think there was a cut-off of 4 o'clock in the afternoon where I wasn't allowed to see Bree from then on.
Yeah.
So all the girls are upstairs doing their thing, all us fellas are downstairs doing our thing, which is just having a couple of light refreshments. And you know, it was good being able to have everybody here at the one time. So
Yeah.
you know, we all surfaced the next day, and because we're on Phillip Island, you know, the track's right there, so we went over to the Phillip Island track, and we all had a run around on the go-karts, and that was good to sort of help you wake up after a reasonably big night, if you want to put it that way, and yeah, get into shape for the day of the wedding. So yeah, we all shot back over here, and because you know, everything's here and everything's ready, we all got showered and got the suits on, and you know, once we got Eric there, and he was taking photos of us all doing all those suit up and ties and all that type of thing. It was a good setup having everyone here, and you know, once we had the wedding itself, just down there, yeah, once we had the wedding itself, we didn't have to worry about, you know, taking off in cars and trying to get to the reception and leaving everybody standing around. Because often when you've been to weddings, you'll leave and then you go, so, oh, you know, the wedding's finished at such and such. We've got like 2 hours before, you know, you go to the reception, and so you sort of, oh, you know, do I have a drink? Don't I? You know, if I'm going to drive, I probably shouldn't drink, and all that sort of thing. But because we had a lot of people staying here, it didn't matter, so they could just go straight inside, and they had, you know, all these, you know, fancy foods and hors d'oeuvres and whatnot, and you know, a few beers and all that sort of stuff going. So it was good, and we were, you know, cruising around getting our photos done around here and all that, with the ocean in the background and all that, and it was really good like that. So all of our guests felt really comfortable. Everyone was saying how good it was that it was all just, you know, in one area at once. I don't know, it was good. It ended up being a good night. It was a really good night. I don't know, how did you guys go getting ready?
Well, us girls didn't drink the night before, so that we would look nice and fresh and
That what was wrong with you?
ready for the next day.
Well, I think we drank your shit.
Yes, I think you did too, and I can tell you, going go-karting on the day of your wedding, maybe not the best decision.
I say you shouldn't drink and drive. I didn't think it counted for go-karts.
I was really worried about him coming back with broken legs. Basically said, I don't care if you come back with anything broken, because you are all going to still be getting married with a broken leg. So yeah, it's good that things are close, although probably not great that the go-karting is so close. But the girls and I had a fantastic time the night before. It was almost like a second hens night, but one that didn't involve so much alcohol and things like that. So getting ready in the one place was really good as well. We had the local makeup artist come to us, and she was fantastic. Ali Rose, she did her hair as well. And that was, yeah, really good having everyone come to us and meet us. And Eric even took photos of us having our makeup, like before and after shots of the makeup, which makes us look really good, which was, yeah, fantastic as well. So I don't think there's anything I'd change. You know, a lot of my friends have said, oh, if I had my wedding again, I would do this and I would do this. And I would not change anything. We had a fantastic time, and it's all reflected absolutely perfectly in the photos. Even the way that Eric puts the album together, it's in a logical sequence of when things actually occurred, so you can follow from guests arriving to having the makeup done to the boys getting ready, right through to walking down the aisle, and then the actual shots afterwards, which are just phenomenal, really, really beautiful. Like, I often just open the album and look and think, oh, when I'm 70, I'm going to be looking back on this and thinking, and still remember it like yesterday. And it is because of those wedding photos and how incredible they are that I feel so lucky that we have had such a great wedding photographer. And now also, obviously, with the pregnancy photos, and we'll have newborn photos, so we'll have a story that Eric has told in pictures, from our engagement to our wedding to babies to our whole family. So it's going to be really, really fantastic, and I feel really lucky to have met him and had him do this with us, because it's excellent. So I think that summarises. I would definitely recommend him to my friends. I definitely have, and I've had friends who have already been married say, oh, I wish I had your wedding photographer, his photos are amazing. So it's always nice. You don't want your friends to be too jealous of you, but a little bit's okay. So yeah, I definitely use Eric again, and I know that my friends wish that they'd had him as their wedding photographer, so that's always nice.